For those of you who don't know me, I'm Cody's older brother. Fair, that's accurate.
Proven. Fair, that's accurate.
I'm his older brother. I came into the world a full 25 months before Cody. And that was the first and only time I ever beat Cody in a race. Yes, you probably know that Cody is fast and very athletic, but perhaps not so many of you know that once when he was very young, I saved his life. He was 18 months old. I'll set the stage for you. He was 18 months old. He had just gotten over a bout of pneumonia. And in those days, Mom had to leave town often for work and leave me and Cody in Dad's care. So you see where this is going. She said, Mike, Cody has just gotten over his sickness. Under no circumstances are you to take him and Weston out on the boat. He's been sick. Do not do it. So Mike, in Mike fashion, said, Bets, don't worry. You're worried, okay? Under no circumstances will I take Weston and Cody out on the boat. So Mom went out of town and Dad took me and Cody out on the boat. And not just that, he got in touch with several of our cousins and everything was going great. We were all out enjoying the day on the lake, and there was a moment where all of us were seated towards the front of the boat looking out over the water. All of us except little Cody, who was at the back of the boat, reaching over the ledge for cattail leaves to pull out of the water. And I happened to look back at the precise moment, see him reach just a little too far and go plopping right into the water and sink like a bowling ball. So I turned to Dad and said, Dad, Cody. And in a flash, Dad was in the water, picking Cody up off the lake bed. Had him in the back of the boat in a jiff, was drying him off. Cody wasn't saying a lot in those days, but we got the impression that he was okay. And so major crisis averted. Dad had a bigger problem now, though. How was he going to keep me and all the other little cousins quiet? Okay? We did the smart thing. Took us out to dinner. And over ice cream, told us, listen guys, I can't stress this enough. Mom can never know. It'll be the end of me. Okay, so that's just going to be all. So me and all the cousins looked at each other and we entered into this silent pact together. And we went home, and there we were, seated in the living room, all his cousins, Cody and me and Dad. And Mom came in, home from her trip. She comes into the living room and says, hi guys, what'd you do today? All of his cousins looked at each other. We knew the plan. We weren't going to say anything. The problem was nobody spent much time telling Cody the plan. And at 18 months old, he waddled right over to Mom, and in a loud and proud voice says, Mama, I fall watching. And the whole thing came crashing down like a house of cards. And Dad was absolutely in the dark. But time would go on, he'd emerge from the doghouse. And eventually, Mom and Dad started thinking about getting Cody and me involved in sports. And I remember I was 7 years old and Cody was 5 when they first signed us up for Pee Wee football. And they had us go out there to practice and segregated us, Cody with his team and me with mine. And the coaches had us do rudimentary drills, run up and down the field, see how quick we are, how coordinated we were, to see what position we would be good. And so there was a great father and son's moment leaving the field when Dad came to pick us up. We were walking across the field to the parking lot, and Dad says, boys, how did it go? What position do they like for you? Me, a 80-pound, 7-year-old, maybe less, says, Dad, they think I'll be great on the offensive line. What I didn't tell Dad was the other kids that the coaches thought would be great on the offensive line had spent most of the practice rolling around on the ground playing with vampires. He didn't need to know that. He hadn't asked me that. Cody got to tell my dad that they wanted him to be the running back. And for those of you who don't know much about Pee Wee football, at that age, running back is literally the only position that matters. The coach doesn't even tell the play to anyone else. And the plays were important kid left, important kid right, and important kid right up the middle. Not super complicated. Even less complicated for those of us on the offensive line, we had one play to remember: block for important kid. So he did magnificently at that role. He was very good at baseball too. Often they put him in center field in the outfield because he could run very fast. And that was good for him. Had the added benefit of putting him in very close proximity to our father, who was often banished from watching the game behind home plate because he would argue with the umpires. They would say, "Sir, you either gotta leave the complex or go stand behind center field and watch." So Mom and I would go to Cody's games, and there we would be behind home plate. We look out in the distance and see Cody. And just beyond his shoulder, we'd see my dad behind the center field fence, shouting words of encouragement and other words. I don't want to give you guys the wrong impression. This was a two-way street. We were both successful in sports, okay? Cody, for his part, at the age of 12 in the championship football game for our city, he intercepted the pass, ran it back for a touchdown to seal the game. As a senior, he was the Defensive Player of the Year for our high school football team. He was the two-time defending champion in our high school district for two different distances in hurdle on the track team. He continues to hold the record to this day for the 4x100 relay at the University of Columbia. And I was no slouch myself. I was Super Bowl champion for Madden football. 2005, 2006, it was a dynasty. And Cody would celebrate those victories with me. You may be sensing a pattern. He was better than me at sports. And as the older brother, that really left me with no options. I had to beat him up. It was the only way to restore balance in the universe. And it had to be done. And so it went for many years growing up, until Cody was around 13 or 14, 2 inches taller than me, working out every day, lifting weights. And maybe coincidentally around then I said, "Why are we fighting?" It's beneath us. Not something brothers should do. So I was able to avoid my just desserts for that. But he was better at sports and occasionally better at video games. But growing up, I absolutely had the trump card. Mom would tell me, Dad would tell me, grandparents would tell me, everyone told me that Cody's hair looked exactly like my dad's hair when Cody was growing up. Straight as an arrow. And so the writing was on the wall that at a young age, Cody was going to go bald. So I, as the older brother, had to remind him of that pretty often. He would beat me at a game or a sport, and I'd say, "Enjoy this. This victory is fleeting. Hair is forever." Well, for me, hair wasn't forever. And if you've seen Cody in the last 5 years, you know about how well that worked out for me. Some of the most illustrious locks you've ever seen. The guy had it down to his shoulders at one point.
God.
But even through all that, and even though it was absolutely his brotherly right to give me a hard time when it turned out I was going to lose the battle of the hairline, he never gave me a hard time. He was and is a man of character. We've come a long way together, and some of you family members will probably be astonished to see Cody eating something that's not beige and breaded. An extraordinarily picky eater growing up, and that reputation has absolutely lived on, to the effect that family members, when seeing him eat anything remotely exotic, I'm talking about a hamburger with toppings, they'll say, "Stop the presses, mark your calendars, Cody's eating something." In fact, Mom and Dad would take Cody and me to sushi growing up on Sunday evenings, and Cody would refuse to go unless we first stopped at Sonic to get him corn dogs. And so sushi and Sonic became a hallmark of our family Sundays. In all sincerity, I count among my greatest and most profound blessings the friendship that I have with Cody, built on innumerable and unforgettable shared experiences, working for rival pizza companies in Swansboro, North Carolina, occasionally waving to one another as we pass on the highway, living together as roommates in Dallas, Texas in the summer of 2014, and traveling all around the country because of Mom's flight benefits. In fact, I can still picture Cody in the Atlanta airport taking off sprinting because he knew that even though our connecting flight was leaving in 45 minutes, if he ran the whole time, he could get to Terminal E where there's a Panda Express and run all the way back in time to catch his flight. And he always did, which is great. Cody has always been there for me. He was there for me on my wedding day when he served as my best man. And that was a special day for a number of reasons. I was having a great time and everything was going fantastic until about 10 minutes before the ceremony. The folks that were my handlers and the coordinators, they inexplicably left me completely alone behind the altar. So I was hidden behind this hedge as everyone gathered to be seated. And guys, those of you that are married can attest that as thrilled as you are to be married, there's some butterflies in that 10 minutes. So I got out my phone and texted everyone I could think of, somebody find Cody. He's got best man duties here, ASAP. And somebody did find Cody, and eventually he came along, and we had a great conversation in those 10-15 minutes before I got married. And you know, if you were to ask me today what we talked about, I really have no idea. But it was nevertheless unforgettable to me because even without needing to explicitly say it, he was there saying, "I'm your brother, I'm here for you, you got this," and that meant the world to me. You know, in preparation for this speech, I had several conversations with my wife and with my parents to try and think of as many shared experiences as I could to see what stories you guys might like to hear. And I absolutely racked my brain going over each and every memory. And I think it's a testament to how much I have enjoyed living my life with Cody as my brother, that not once did I think of a shared memory that I would want to get back. I hardly have time to mention so many of the memories. It's truly an abundance, and that's a good problem. I can't mention how unimpressed Cody was with Dad's attempt to make Eggo waffles the way Mom used to. Cody's performance as the Cowardly Lion in the second grade Wizard of Oz production. Watching Saved by the Bell, and before that, Bobby's World, as we ate our breakfast before school. The Christmas where you gave me Night at the Roxbury and I gave you a Tech-Tech skateboard. Singing videos in the trailer, all the way to a deep-sea fishing trip, challenging one another to get the first and front seat by shouting front only front, because we knew as soon as we were in eye shot of the car, one of us was going to come and grab it. And so we had to act quickly in order to stall the other one. I remember us oversleeping when Cody came to visit me in Spain, which caused us to miss a Real Madrid game that featured a Cristiano Ronaldo hat trick. But we woke up in time to travel across the whole Spanish capital region by metro to catch Getafe's must-win game against Atletico Madrid. All of these are unforgettable and irreplaceable experiences in my life. But some of my most vivid memories include the first few times that Cody told me about a young woman that was also on the track team with him at the University of North Carolina, Wilmington. Her name was Molly, and she was from Pennsylvania. And I was never going to believe this, but her last name was Love, too. And over time, as Cody began to talk about Molly more and more often, I noticed an enthusiasm and a nervousness and excitement that I'd never seen in him before. He talked about her with such admiration, and he was so impressed with her sense of humor and beauty and intelligence. A little over 4.5 years have passed since those initial conversations, and I've gotten to know Molly on a personal level. She's a driven, thoughtful, lovely, and intelligent young woman with the same intense optimism and eagerness to experience life to the fullest that I have always seen and looked up to in Cody. But notwithstanding all of Molly's tremendous individual qualities, my favorite thing about her is how she makes my brother feel. Cody is the best version of himself in Molly's company, as she inspires and encourages him and elevates him to a place of genuine happiness. Cody and Molly, I'm so grateful that the two of you found each other. Your contagious positivity and optimism make all of those around you feel like the world is a pretty awesome place. And that is a magnificent and meaningful gift. And Molly, it's with tremendous joy that I welcome you to our family. Now everyone, I'd like you to please join me and raise your glass to Cody and Molly. May they experience every happiness that this life has to offer, and may their love grow deeper with each passing day. Cheers to Cody and Molly. I love you both.
Thank you, Wes. Big round of applause, everybody, for Wes.